Hey, what's up? It's Taylor. Today I'm going to attempt to put a vinyl wrap on the hood of my Jeep Renegade. Now I say attempt because I've never done this before. I've had experience with decals, like putting decals with masking on them on a car, like the logo on the back of my Jeep, but I've never done like an actual wrap. So this is the Jeep Renegade, which if you've seen some of my videos, you've seen this one before. And over here we've got our wrap. So this is 3M 1080 wraps series film. And the color I'm going with is just a matte deep black is what they call it. And to do this, the first step that I have to take care of is this here, the Jeep logo. I got to take that off, and then I'm going to have to take the washer nozzles out because obviously I can't wrap with those on there. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to try to take this off, and the tool I need for that is here. So this is a heat gun. Looks like a industrial hair dryer, but it's definitely a heck of a lot hotter than a regular hair dryer is. This thing has 3 settings, 1, 2, and 3, and I'm going to start with 1 because the instruction manual, read the instruction manuals before you mess with something like this. It says that stage 1 is 120 degrees, and then stages 2 and 3 will go up to 1150 degrees Fahrenheit. Well, I think the difference between 2 and 3 is just the blower fan speed. So if you need it to come out, faster, more intense, you go to level 3. I don't really want to go to that because at that stage you're going to be ripping paint off the car. So we're going to start with the 120. I've got the little blades, for smoothing it out once I get it on, but then also it's got like a sharper end to it so I can scrape these Jeep lettering off. But I also have to wash the hood because you don't want to have it dirty. You don't have contaminants on there when you're going to put a wrap down because you'd like a clean, smooth surface. And this Jeep is like 3 years old. It's got almost 30,000 miles on it, and I've never clay barred it. So that's going to be necessary. I have to do that step as well. So we're going to get this going. Let me get the heat gun plugged in, and let's try to take these Jeep letters off. Now, as you can see, I got the letters off, and they're actually, cleanly came off with none of the adhesive on the back. So if I choose to reuse these, I can. I wasn't really planning on it because I, would have to get them exactly back where they belong. But now I've got to get this stuff off. I've got to get this goop off. So I'm gonna put more heat to it and see if I can scrape this stuff off also. Again, this is my first time ever doing this, so I'm trying to not damage the paint. I did have to go into the second mode for the heat gun. It was about 380 degrees, and see if that, let's see if that mode is good enough to get this off, or if I got to put more heat to it, which I'd really not too crazy about doing that because I don't want to boil the paint off this car. So let's go back at it with heat gun and get this goo off. Alright, so that's off. I didn't record the whole process just because it took a lot of elbow grease and some rubbing alcohol and some help from my wife and about 10 minutes worth of scrubbing, but it's off. The Jeep logo is now gone. I've got the lettering there. So, if I want to put it back on, I'm not going to put it on. If it's chrome, I might paint it, but I might not put it back on at all. I don't know. So the next step is we've got to get rid of the washer nozzles, so that's going to just be popping the hood, taking the liner out of the bottom of the hood, and then I know those pop right back out, but then I have to detach the hose lines from them so I can fully remove them. So let's do that now. Alright, so that was pretty simple, but we also are going to need to clean the edges of the bottom of the hood because the wrap is going to have to wrap around and get to the bottom part too to stay adhered. So clean those really quick and then we're going to do the wrap. hood is clean. So I actually, I may have lied earlier. I already clay barred the hood yesterday because I didn't want to have to do it this morning. So that's already done. Hood's been clay barred. Just did it, cleaned it with some instant detailer, so the whole thing's nice and clean. Microfiber cloth, and yeah, let's get this wrap going. So this is something I've never done before. My wife's gonna help me, and we're gonna cut it down to size, and then we're going to lay it over the hood, and hopefully it goes well. So let's give this a shot. Alright, so I'm done. And remember what I said at the beginning of the video? Hey, what's up? It's Taylor. Today I'm going to attempt to put a vinyl wrap on the hood of my Jeep Renegade. Now I say attempt because I've never done this before. Yeah, well, didn't know what I was doing. And my wife helped me. She's since left. Didn't leave me, but she left the house. But maybe she left me because of how this turned out. But it's not the best. In fact, it's actually pretty terrible. As you can see, lots of wrinkles and bubbles, and this was probably about 3 times as many wrinkles and bubbles at first, but then I kept going at it with the heat gun and smoothing it out, and this was about the best I could do, which, as you can see, is not that great. So this is gonna have to come off. This is not gonna be permanent because it just looks terrible. It's not good. Don't try to tell me I did a good job, because I didn't. And don't use this video as a tutorial, because I clearly did a horrible job. But generally speaking, the way it is with the black hood instead of the orange hood, I don't mind it. I like how it looks. It kind of looks a little different. Not a lot of, Actually, I think I may have only seen one picture before of a Renegade with a hood like this, because the Trailhawk has it just like up here, this section. So that's the Trailhawk hood, has that. This is all black, which, I know some people say like, oh, it just looks like an unpainted hood. Well, because you have the, the black plastic grille and the bumpers and, all that, I think it goes with it. I mean, if I were to do more, I'd probably do like the top of the roof and the mirror caps maybe, but either way, I do have enough material left over to do it a second time. Not going to do that today, just because this took forever and didn't really turn out that well, and I think I need more hands to do it. I need, at least 3 people, me, my wife, and a 3rd person, because this sucked. So we'll probably give it another shot later on in life. Not sure when. Probably going to rip it off, probably going to leave it on. Don't know. But yeah, not a DIY video, kind of a how not to do something video. But thanks for watching, and as always, please subscribe if you don't already. Give this video a thumbs up and leave your hate comments below, because I'm sure you're going to have a lot of them because of how this looks. And we'll see you on the next one. Take care.